Alright, we're back, and we're going to be doing another Secrets of Strixhaven draft. This last one went so well. Overall, it's been a very fun format so far. I hope that trend continues, and this doesn't become one of those formats where I'm doing great in week one and then can't win a game in week two. We'll have to see, but for right now... Do I want a 1-mana 6/6 with no drawbacks? I mean, kind of, yeah. I really like Essence Knit Scholar too. Like, that's a hard one to lose with if your opponent can't kill it specifically outside of combat. But yeah, I think I'm gonna take my 1-mana 6/6 and then figure it out from there. Yeah, it's not really what I'm looking for. I think this is the bear. Because I keep drafting like 3+ color decks, and I'm pretty sure I want the bear to help me fix my colors. I'm trying to get a forest down turn 1 so bad for this guy. Hero probably tried to move the Trudge, and it did not work out for them. This is the double strike one. Trudge does not have trample. Just because it does not have a downside doesn't mean it has much of an upside. I want Foolish Fate, but I also kind of want Royal Treatment, not gonna lie. I think I'm taking Royal Treatment here because I have a 1-mana 6/6, and that's already really hard to deal with. My opponent fails to kill it the first time and I have a 1-mana 7/7, I'm going to feel really good about myself. Alright. Five mana 3/3 that makes more 3/3s. I do have to cast 6+ mana spells to get this thing to get counters on it. Or I have to put counters on it with other spells. But I do think it's good enough at that point. And there's just straight up Quandrix Charm. Always playable. I would not mind the Anthropod, but... Oh, nobody I know. Do I want the Terrafractal? I probably legitimately want the black-green land, because there's a very real chance. I kind of want that just with the Trudge. Even though it'll be stunned again, but yeah, I'll just take the land here. Escape Painter. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take this thing. Do I want... Ooh. Ooh, Wisdom of the Ages has a lot of potential. I'm actually going to take Wisdom just in case. Because that is a card that can win games. Or it can sit and rot in your hand as like a 1,000,000 drop. No, 6 of one, half dozen of the other, really. Banishing Betrayal. I think I take the Betrayal. Not gonna lie, seeing like that thing when I have and the when I target a thing, put a 1/1 counter on my creature when I have the Fractal Tender does make me want to. Okay. Alright, what have we got? Ah, Force of Will. Perfect. There is another Fractal Tender. This might actually be where I pick up Force of Will, though. I do need one from all of my commander decks anyway, so... Purging Aviator would be fine. Another Fractal Tender. But yeah, having a way to protect my things when I tap out. Joystick King, hello, welcome to the channel. How are you doing today? Having a way to protect my things when I tap out, I think is going to be a big thing. Alright, this has got to be Embrace the Paradox over Tam, right? Like, Tam's good, but Paradox is just stronger overall. Another Infusion. Oh, but we also have Sky Coach Conductor, and I think we pick up the Conductor here. That's another way to protect my things. Card draw, but I think we want Homesickness to lock down their stuff while killing them. Yep, still don't have a black spell for Deathcap Glade, but that's okay. Might not even wind up running it. Do I want a Tester of the Tangential for the Fractal Tender? Because it's a lot easier to make this thing get a counter than it is to make the Tender get a counter, as opposed to the 4/2 life gain creature. Up to it, Wild Hypothesis. I could take a Potioner's Trove. I do have a couple of life gain things. Life gain matters. So being able to ramp and fix and gain life, probably worth. And give me a big old 6/6 Trampler. Locks down a creature for a turn. Probably not running the 2/1, but maybe. There's also a Helping Hand. Having 3 stun counters on it the second time, though, is probably... Like, I need to save it with something like Royal Treatment. Okay, we did wheel the Fractal Tender. Got that. Nothing here. Ink Shape, Fire Singer. Just give me the Demonstrator. There's a tiny chance white is still a thing. And it'd still be him that's gaining the power and lifelink, and not the Trudge. We really want it to be the Trudge. White is looking more and more open. That's okay. I like where this deck is at. We just need a couple more things. Will be good. Don't think this was one of the couple more things we need. That thing's making a 2/2, right? Technically a 3/3 with the death cap, and we might be able to pick up a few other lands. I kind of want my first encouraging Owlin just to be able to give the Trudge flying and some other stuff. Because it's not like we don't have other giant creatures that would benefit from flying here. I do love a Disdainful Stroke in this format. There are so many powerful cards, but I think we take the Aviator. And now I just take the 3-mana creature that draws me a card. Forever and ever. No. 2/5 Trampler. Don't think that's quite good enough. I think we Spell Pierce. Second Paradox. First Barrage. First Barrage. Yeah, let's take another way to protect my things. We have all the cheap interaction to save my stuff, so... just need enough stuff worth saving. We'll be good to go. Draw 2 over nothing else I want. Yeah. Probably not. Yeah, give me another Barrage. Another Quandrix Charm. Alright, so I think we basically have the deck at this point. I don't know what else I'm going to see on the wheel. I forget what could wheel. I can't imagine Disdainful Stroke will. If it does, I will snap it up, but... other than that, I don't think there was anything that was so... like, anything where I did not feel comfortable choosing between the two cards. That's the only one where it's like I really desperately would like a Disdainful Stroke also. Just as another thing to keep the opponent on the back foot for one more turn. Unsurprisingly, did not wheel. Alright, give me the uncommon then. I'm not running the one thing. Do I want another Muse's Encouragement? I don't think I need Diary of Dreams at this point. I don't think I need another Muse's Encouragement either, so I think we just take the Diary for as an uncommon. But... I don't think I have an Inkling Mascot yet. We'll take that. It is a common, though, so eventually I have one. But so are the other ones, so... just keep winning, we'll open enough packs. And then we won't need any specific commons. Alright. Let us build this deck and try and kill our opponents with our 1-mana 6/6. With absolutely no downsides whatsoever. Right, Trudge? I believe in you. Four cuts. I did not pick up the one guy that made the fractals, so we do not need that, but that doesn't actually count towards our cuts anyway. What do we cut here? Thinking I don't actually need the Chandler, like we wound up not getting anything that helps with. Aside from the 1/1, I don't really have ways to put counters on these things, but I don't think I'm getting rid of them either. Oh no, never mind. I'm thinking casting cost. It's power and power or toughness. So yeah, I do have enough spells that will increment on their own. Just barely, though. Three cuts. How do I gain life? I don't think I actually have any ways to gain life, do I? So this is just a 3/3 ward one. Right, I wound up not... Oh, I have literally the Trove, and that's it. Do I actually need the Trove if I'm not running this many colors? Drop that. Maybe lose the Quick Study. I don't want to go too low on card draw, but we do have the Painter and Embrace. I do need to make room. Maybe only one Quandrix Charm then. Actually, no. Lose the Spell Pierce, give me back the Quandrix Charm. That's correct. Charm is there. Okay. Alright, let's give it a shot. See what we can do. I believe in us. I believe in Trudge. He's got this one. Draw him turn 1, he's a 1-mana 6/6. If we draw him turn 2, he's a 2-mana 6/6. And so on, until he's actually just a 4-mana in-play 6/6 creature. I mean, I'm gonna keep this. We'll see how this goes. Look, I don't have to craft it now. Blue. Yeah, you can have your 2/2. Alright. Well, at some point in time I might want another blue source, but... Alright, I'm down to try and ambush the 2/2. See what happens.
Yeah, I just realized you actually have Force of Will in this deck.
Yeah, I just said that before. So look, I don't have to craft it anymore.
I'm sorry. Well, they also don't have to craft it anymore.
Yeah, it's fine.
But also, I've been in and out this whole time, so bold of you to assume that I've seen anything from this draft before
I
now.
literally just said that when you walked into the room and stood behind me. Look, I don't have to craft this anymore.
I'm sorry. Again, bold of you to assume I was paying attention.
Mm-hmm. Apparently. That is probably actually worth it. Joke's on you, opponent. I also have Force of Will. I'm just gonna resolve this now while they're tapped out. But yeah, if I let that resolve, then they get to play like 20 mana spells for the rest of the game, and alright, they wouldn't have gotten to play a 20 mana of that because it's an actual creature, and therefore does not meet the requirements, but I can't wait to get punished for Dive Down being the card that I exiled. But then again, it would have been this thing, so I guess there was no way. Hey, take 4. Yep. Hey! 1 mana 6/6 with no drawbacks. That being said, I do think I want to just cast the 3/3 and Surveil 2 here first.
Is he just a 6/6 with no drawbacks? Does he have any other abilities?
He's the green and X.
No, I know who he is. I was wondering if he had anything else going on for him.
No, he just doesn't enter tapped. Alright. Well, I have the 1 barrage in my hand, so I think I do it this way and just try and block their 4/3 here.
Looks on them, apparently.
They don't stop my 4/4, which they're not. They might put something scary into play, but they're not stopping my 4/4, so I'm making a 3/3. Yeah, I think I make a 5/5 and then another 3/3 at end of turn. Start relentlessly wailing on them now.
Oh, it always makes a 3/3, regardless of how many counters?
Yeah, if it gets a counter put on it, it makes a 3/3.
Okay.
So.
For some reason, I was thinking the size of the thing it makes would be tied to the increment on it.
I had also thought that, but no. Alright, well. It is neat and all, but I think I will just kill both of those. And then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, yeah.
15.
Oh right, I cast another spell this turn, so it went up a point. So I actually missed a point of damage by not bouncing the token first.
Mm-hmm. Fine. They weren't doing anything anyway.
I noticed. Alright, let's see if our next opponent's doing anything.
Alright. Leave now, just so you know, if you say anything to me on my way out, I will be focused on not tripping.
Okay. Have fun. Wow, this hand sucks. Like, really bad. It has 2 spells that require a creature, a 6-drop, and no actual creatures in it. Yeah, this has to be a mulligan. This is actually slightly better. Alright. Gonna see if we draw an island for our friendly Sky Coach. Ideally, we will draw the Trudge first, and just have a Trudge in play, but... No islands. Just gonna get arena'd real hard here. Down to 18. Alright, so I will admit I do not know American Sign Language, so I don't know. I assume that Wizards programmed Abby over here so that when she does hand gestures, they are actually some kind of sign language. Like, probably actual sign language. Okay. I mean, first you gave me a completely unplayable hand, and then you gave me a probably unplayable hand if I never draw land, and have stopped me from drawing a land for multiple turns, so you could have just given my opponent the win. Yeah, the fact that she does the whole hand gesture thing makes me think that she is actually signing at me and I don't know what she's saying. Alright, we can move on to a game that I can participate in now, since I literally have not drawn a land. Like, 4 draw steps. Also, if I had kept the forest, I still never would have cast a spell. Like, it's not like I put the forest on the bottom and drew, like, green 3-drops for the rest of the game. I literally would have never cast a spell that entire game. If I had kept the forest. I just would have not had to discard to hand size that turn. Alright, well, Arena decided I needed to take a loss there. That nothing I was going to do would ever matter. So, that's always fun. Like, that's always miserable to begin with, but best of 1 makes it worse. Because, you know, it's not like I could rally and come back and beat the opponent the next 2 games. And it wouldn't have mattered. Alright, there's the mighty force of will. 3-1 resolves. I should still bounce their guy here and not take 3 damage unnecessarily. Alright. Yes please and thank you. Because now that would block their thing and give me another land to work with. And if they know this set, they know I either have Daze or Force of Will now. Yes, those are the only free spells that I could have here. Will, of course, snap off this block if given the option. Again, I gain a life and kill my guy and buff their creature. Nope. Okay, cool. I may actually try and protect this with Force of Will. They're giving me a land. Because this will increment it also, so I will get a card back immediately for doing this. Unless they actually have the other instant speed removed. I think we let it happen. I think I go grab my forest. But there's definitely a lot of temptation. I think this thing is better to protect, though. Makes that a 4-2. Okay. Take 4 this turn. I think I do pass because I might chump with the 1/1 here. But yeah, if they cast something that makes me cast Force of Will here, I think we're gonna be doing fine. Feed the Swarm. Yeah. I really wanted to wait on it, but I think this is too good now, because now I'm gonna get a 3/3. Oh no, I didn't spend. It's based on the amount of mana spent to cast it, right? Not the casting cost of the spell. Yeah. Shoot. Alright, I'm gonna gain my 4 life here. Alright. That, on the other hand, will work. Target me. Target that. Cards. Forest. Swing for 4. Make a 3/3. Hold up the barrage. Yeah, we'll kill their thing then. Run out this. Swing for 3. If they have more removal, they're going to be inclined to cast it. If they don't have more removal, then probably going to be enough. Alright. It's a 2/1. Alright, and I had to discard a card to not lose life. Himself to 10. Yep. Alright. 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Sure.
Still doesn't really let them do much.
Nope. Unfortunately, they don't really need to do... Okay, they're off it. I was going to say they don't need to do much here, but...
They need to find an answer in 2 turns.
I know.
At most. It would have been very easy for them to go, oh, I drew another land, play out the land, and you draw a bounce spell.
Alright. Is it any spell, right? Yeah.
What's the middle mode on it?
Destroy target enchantment. Oh! Oh yeah, no. No. No.
It's just a horse.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, I play against somebody who went turn 3 that, turn 4 that today. And
then turn 5 copy that?
No, they did not copy it, but that's okay, because they were attacking me with massive haste creatures, so you know, it's kind of hard for it to matter at that point. That they didn't copy it. Killing my guys and pumping their things was good enough.
Okay, they have successfully main phase quick studied.
Yep.
Okay.
I was gonna say, they might have been looking for a land. Alright. I mean, they are ahead on damage, so... Counterspell? Nope. Ah. Well, I'm vulnerable for exactly this turn.
They would like to punish you for that. Please.
They still have to find something to actually punish me. It won't take much, but... Discard 2 lands. You have a spell they can cast, because it did not go to... It would be shocking if they didn't have a spell they could cast. I just don't know... Yeah, okay. That really sucked. About as much as it possibly could.
Was that damage based?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's kill one of them and get my scry on. Yep. And yes. I would rather just get out at that point. Yep. 6. Yeah, I need to find something first, so target me, tap those. There we go, there's some stuff. Manual tapping.
Need the extra blue.
Oh good, a burst lightning. That's not a problem when I'm at 6. And they have what would be 2 lethal threats at that point. That one can't go face, right?
Can it?
Oh no, that's Prismari Charm. Alright, well, I am very nearly dead. Alright, so blue, blue, and 1. that even gonna work? I would cast him, bounce that. He would go to 1. I'd have to cast Royal Treatment and pop their thing.
You're trying to bounce the 3/3?
I'm trying to bounce the 3/3 and then kill the 1/4. 2. Which I don't think I can do. Get my island out. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, and that leaves me a mana short. Alright, so I have to cast this then. I think I'm just dead. What it comes down to. Blue.
Well, they're also getting priority for something, so I'm fully expecting this to not work. Okay.
I've been that.
That's
He would be 1.
3.
Yep, I do have to cast this first.
But then that's gonna make him 2, which means increment no longer works.
Ah, yeah.
You need to cast that
And then
response.
respond to... Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yep. I got it. Yeah, because it doesn't gain the increment anymore. I have to cast it, let the increment resolve, and
Yes.
then respond with... Alright. Well, I had a force loss before, and now that one, so...
Don't know that one was winnable, but...
Oh, it almost definitely wasn't, but I could have stayed alive and tried. Oh, good! We're gonna do this one.
What? Just arena things.
Play their own? Okay. Alright, I am going to need a blue source, though. As awesome as a 1-mana 6/6 with no drawbacks is, I am... Oh, cool, it's literally going to do the exact same thing it did to me last time, where I have Forest and nothing but blue spells. Alright, I mean, at least that's castable. So when they play, like, their 4-drop awesome thing here... Also, they haven't done anything themselves, so...
They don't need to do anything. They're not doing anything, why should they?
This is going to be Johnny's response now? Ah, nope, okay.
Actually, Johnny's response only cares that it's tapped. They could have done it before it untapped.
I guess discard the double blue spell from my hand that's infinitely uncastable. This just gets them land... well, I guess it could get them creatures, so I stop them from making their free body here. Because if I can draw my island and keep them off stuff for a little bit, they're just going to die of the trudge. So I have to try for that. And taking away 2 of their chump blockers here is probably better than... I do have to do it before experiment resolves so they know that their guy's not going to be around, but...
Yeah, but they still don't get a creature. They pick 2 land.
Alright.
So the good news is you can now protect your guy, and he is going to try and get you there.
I know he's trying, but man, I would have much rather had a blue source here, I'm pretty sure. Although if they tap out and try and kill my 6/6...
That'd be cool.
Some big doomsday spell that targets... like the 4 or 5 mana... 4 mana exile...
You know,
I mean, it wouldn't have... Nothing I have would have saved him, because they also had 4 mana left over, but... Thanks, Arena, for never giving me my 3rd land in 5 draw steps now. Literally in 5 draw steps. 6 draw steps.
nope, your deck was too good. You had to get arena.
Twice! Twice this draft!
Yes, your deck was too good. You had to get arena.
I'm not dead yet, so what am I discarding here? Like, what is the worst card? I guess this one, because it requires blue... no, it's probably still... But this guy's going to work if I can get to this. It's probably still him, though. He's too... too medium at this point. If I draw green, I can cast this. If I draw blue, I can cast this or this. So I don't need him in case I draw blue specifically, so I can cast him and hold up Royal Treatment. And it'd be awesome to, you know, counter spells and do other things here. I guess I wouldn't have been able to counter it if I had drawn the land, because I would have played a different spell here. But yeah, I'm just gonna lose because they have enough mana to cast spells and I don't. Like, it couldn't have been an island, so that way I could draw another island and cast this and hold up his trick. I guess I'm gonna be holding up this trick, so yeah, that's a beatable card on this board state, with my opponent gaining life every turn and everything else that's happening. Yeah. Man, what's it like to have the mana to cast your spells and pay for ward costs? Okay, cool. So I literally never drew an island, and I drew one land in 9 draw steps. Twice that happened. Alright, Arena, if you didn't want me to play Magic, you could have just told me. You didn't have to be such an ass about it. They'd just given me my Force of Will and my rebate on gems and been like, here you go. It's like, what's this for? It's like, this is what I was going to do to you anyway, so here, just take it. Save yourself, you know, like an hour of your life. 45 minutes, whatever this was. Alright, well, if that's how Arena's going to be about it, then I'm not giving it any more gems today, so that's going to do it for me for right now. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a good rest of your day.